Hey, dudes and dudettes, you guys here? Let me clear my throat. Can't do it. I didn't have the commitment. I was gonna go for it, but you know, my voice feels weak. Maybe even a little like it might be going a little bit. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not going for it. How's everybody doing, man? How was your week? Let me know in the chat. We got the early birds. Rob D, what's up, my friend? He's tuning in from England. Can't seem to catch my shows, but he's glad they're uploaded for later. Oh, here we go. You're inspiring me to believe in myself. We'll find a way to return the favor one day, my dude. Well, thanks, Rob. That's crazy, bro. It's so surreal when I hear really amazing things like that. It's very surreal. Never thought I would be in a position to be inspiring anybody, so it's cool. And thank you for the kind words, Rob. It means a lot. Standard's hanging out here with us, man. What's up with you, bro? You're here ready to rumble as always. Love to live printing. Jason's here. Hella Tees is hanging out with us. Shayway's here. Blessed. Proud T-shirts. Eric Guzman. Choco Cracker. That's funny. What up, Brian? How's it going, man? Mike, what's up, Mike? Long time no see. I think we're about ready, man. It's officially 6 p.m. Anyone? Yeah, Eric, you know, it's good that you're here, but today's going to be short. I don't even have a business topic. We're just going to do some shop news. We're going to do, you know, a little Q&A action, and then we're going to move on with our lives. I don't, you know, I just don't. I didn't think about something. It was, dude, my cell phone. Let me bring this in here. Sup, dudes? Sup, dudes and dudettes? Major League butt kicking is back in town, and today I was kicking some serious ass in the form of phone calls. Let's see how many calls I had today. So they forward to my cell phone, so I can hang out in here like a true G and take calls on my cell phone, even though there's an office phone out front. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Let me see. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I had 22 incoming calls today that I answered and handled, and the majority of them took 20, 30 minutes. So I have been on the phone all day. I feel like my voice is gone. Do I sound a little, it feels hoarse, or like, I don't know, if my voice just feels weird. But it's been crazy. But it's been good. We got a live event that we're doing conveniently enough here in Arizona. It's a 2-day event, Friday and Saturday. Super stoked to be doing it. So it's cool. Move back into the chat. But yeah, today's going to be short and sweet, guys. How many of you are here? We got about 41 of you, so I'd say that's as good a time as any to actually go ahead and start this thing. Let me hit record on the audio. And the audio is recording. I hate it when I do this. I hear it when I'm this. Hate that. I do it, especially when I'm talking a lot. You'll hear me. Yeah, and let's see what we're gonna. Dude, I hate it when I do it, but I do it. There's nothing I can do about it. That's just me. It's me being me. But we're live, guys. So let me roll this intro. Well, wait, screen and intro in 3, 2, 1, action. That's right, motherfucker. You know what time it is. It's time for the mother effing print live. We're live. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for hanging out with your boy Cam. If this is your first time here on the Print Life Live, the whole crew, myself and the rest of the print fam, come hang out in the chat, listen to me babble. Whilst I'm babbling, they chat amongst themselves. A lot of things go down, and it's a really awesome place to hang out. So if it's your first time here, don't just lurk. Drop a little something in the chat. Say what's up to everybody. I'll try to read it as well. If you want to get my attention, type at the Print Life before your question, and I'll be more likely to pay attention, just to catch it, you know. So thank you for tuning in. Today's episode's brought to you by none other than CCI. CCI, they make a lot of really great screen printing chemicals and equipment and all kinds of other shit. If you need it, they probably got it. So make sure to visit ccidom.com. And here's the kicker. Most of you guys know this, but if you're new, then maybe you don't know. Got a 20% discount code for you. At checkout, enter ThePrintLife20 to get 20% off of your next purchase. I just used it, ordered 4 gallons of the VPR emulsion. It's my favorite emulsion. Used my discount code, worked like a charm. So use it, abuse it, or lose it. That's a saying, right? Use it, abuse it, or lose it. So come on, guys, get on in there. And also, using that code just lets them know that this is all worthwhile. Like, everybody understands that it takes time to get these kind of things built up, but the more you use the code, the better I look. Things keep growing, and I can keep doing this. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for using that. In today's show, I'm gonna keep it real short and sweet. I'm gonna do the independent shop news from the Facebook group. Y'all know that whole routine. If somebody doesn't know, ask in the chat, and one of the Print Fam members will put you on game on how the shop news works. And then after that, we're just gonna get right into the Q&A. So if you have a question that you want to get featured on today's show, call the 800 number right now, hit extension 5, and leave your message. You know what? I didn't write down my shout outs for last week, man, because we had a super chat or 2. It wasn't too many, but I do like to always give my shout outs. I think it was Jamie. Jamie was really the only one. So shout out to Jamie for last week's super chat. Thanks for showing me support. Your support keeps me moving forward. And that's pretty much it, man. I'm ready to get into the shop news. What about you guys, man? You hearing me okay? Am I coming through loud and clear? Let me know in the chat. In the meantime, does Alex still work to Monument? No, Alex does not. But you know, he may come back here sometime in the near future. We didn't leave on bad terms. We just remember when I slowed way down. You probably saw it in the vlogs. We just got to a point I was backing it all off and had to kind of chill on somebody. So he was the one to go. He was. You know, anyway, so but he can come back anytime. We're just trying to, or he may come back. He can't come back anytime, but at some point in the near future, he may just come back, and you might see his fugly mug again. What's up, Big Nugs? Dude, it's funny, man. It's very, 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 very funny. I'm glad you made it here, James. That's cool, man. Rybeats is not feeling good, apparently. Sorry, dude. That sucks. Anyway, cool. Oh, here's something from Matt. How you doing on high profile order that has quicker turnaround time than you would normally do and having problems? Okay, so Sean, I will get to that in the Q&A section. Let's go ahead and let's just get right into it, man. We're gonna do some shop news. So I have some news first and foremost. Before we get into the independent shop news, we're going to get into the cam news. This is the cameraman's goings-ons in his lives, and this one was cool because it was a surprise to me. I mean, I did the interview forever ago. I completely forgot about it. So much so that I didn't even provide them with a photograph until after it was posted. So they're going to update it probably here in the next couple of days, hopefully. But I got another feature in a magazine. This time it was a feature in Printwear. So go to printwear.com and check out my write-up. She actually did a... I'm going to go to it right now. Printwearmag.com. Let's see. Printwearmag.com. I'm going to go show screen. So here it is. This is the thing. Wow, I hate those drop downs. Right here. September. So this is the cover art that we got. It says success. It's not so good, but Cam Earven on making it in the screen printing industry. I don't know if that's the right title because it was really more about social media and, you know, all that kind of stuff, because really haven't made it in the screen printing industry, but I've definitely started figuring out kind of how to make a social presence, right? But it was by Jeannie Edwards. It's pretty cool, man. VP of Marketing and Merchandising for Fruit of the Loom. Thank you so much for the article, Jeannie. It turned out it was really well written. You made me sound a lot cooler and smarter than I actually am, and for that I appreciate you a lot. So thank you. So that's my news, guys. Got another feature. I don't know what it is, man. All my life, never had any desire or dreams to be any sort of a public figure, but it is kind of cool when you're kind of experiencing your little 15 minutes of fame, which I guess is what I'm going through right now. I'm sure 15 minutes is almost up, but I'm enjoying it while it lasts. It's a good time. But it was cool, right? Yeah, so I'll get to the questions in a little bit. Just keep asking your questions, you know, doing the @theprintlife. It'll give me the orange thing, so I'll know. But let's go ahead and move on, and let's get into our independent shop news for the day. So I'm going to head on over to the Print Life Facebook group. I'm going to search for shop news. And I'm going to start at the top. That's weird, huh? When you get into a loop, I'll work my way down. So this is from Donald Ray Burton's got himself a small outfit out of his barbershop, about to knock out his first multicolored job. Pics to follow. Congratulations, man. This next one is from Joe Ward, Shop News Heat Press. Hopefully I don't have to turn down small jobs as often. So you're heat pressing vinyl. Very good, man. I got a really cool solution for that stuff on the new system coming out shortly. Because I used to hate processing vinyl orders, especially custom names and numbers, but I think I've got it figured out. The easiest way that I could do it. I think it's going to be awesome. Can't tell if this is a question, but I'm going to read it anyway. This is from Alfonso. Thank you for sharing, Alfonso. What to do, Print Fam? I haven't... Oh, no. This is a question in the form of like a statement or something. Okay, this next one is from Eamon Pasquale. Shop News. His new setup. Almost very cool. Nice photo. I would like a little more description to read, but I'm looking at his garage shop. He's got himself what appears to be a 4-color single station press setup. He's got a flash. He's got his whole little rig going. He's getting ready to crush some simple screen print jobs. So congratulations, dude. Thank you for sharing, man. Keep us updated on progress, especially if you start growing and moving and shaking, man. You got to let us know about it. Thank you for sharing. Josh Anders finally has a conveyor dryer. He got an older Atlas 824 this weekend. Thank you, Brandon Griffith. You rock. It needs some work, but the price, couldn't turn it down. And since it's an infrared convection dryer, I believe I can play with water-based ink now, too. Nice score, bro. Very nice. Uh-oh, here comes a yawn. Hate it when that happens. Oh, yeah. You see my tonsils there. Thanks for sharing, my man, dude. Congratulations on the grab, Josh. Keep the news coming. I'm looking. Here we go. Here's my dude, Pat Cooley. Oh, what do we have here? Shop News. It's been busy this week, getting all the new toys. I mean, tools in the shop. The latest is a brand new Lawson semi-automatic screen coder. I've wanted one for 5-6 years now. I wanted one for 5-6 years now. 5-6 years now, and I finally bought one. Awesome. It looks cool. It's a cool jig. I'm not exactly sure how it works. Let me look at these photos. So it's holding it very similar to what an autocoder. It is an autocoder. Is it pneumatic? Maybe you can post video of that thing working, man. Is it used? Is it like an old piece of equipment? What is it? What is it? You know? What the hell is it? Pat Cooley also added a brown cap press to the shop. 4-color with built-in flash. Very cool. And he added an alpha round object screen printing press into his shop. Now it's the fun part is learning to print on a curve. Never had to do it, man. I'm sure it'll probably go smoothly for you. All right, this is from Rick Jones. He's been 4 years printing in his basement, building his business up, but today, which was actually on September 14th, my man Rick has moved out of the basement and into his first shop. He's stoked! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Well, we're stoked for you too, Rick. Congratulations on the move up, man. Proud of you. Everybody give him a golf clap in the chat. Let's take a look at the inside now. Oh, man, with the brick. Is that fake brick? Is that... Oh, yeah, I like the setup. Clean. clean. Tri-City Tees, bro. I'm looking at some photos here. It's just kind of him retrofitting it. You guys got to see the shirt wall he did. Have to steal that in my next place because I like that a lot. I really like that. I really like that. Very cool, man. Good job. Congratulations on moving out, my friend. And thank you for sharing. Keep us posted, Rick. Shop news from Eman. Just upgraded from a cheap, crappy 6x2 press to this Hopkins 4x1 with micros and a flash. No more heat gun. Very cool. Oh, yeah, this was in regards to the one that we did earlier. Remember, it goes from newest to oldest, so sometimes they'll fall slightly out of chronological order. Or you'll hear, you know, it depends on if it's from multiple posts. You get the idea. Brad, I swear that we covered this last time with this cooldown fan from Brad. CTI. It's a just made a cooldown fan for their end of their conveyor, or CTA, I'm sorry, for their conveyor dryer. Drops about 60 degrees by adding these. No more sticking garments. It's CTA prints. Yeah, this thing is cool, man. I was asking you if you could hook us up with where you got it, because I think a lot of us want one. So the more info you share, the cooler you are. So share the wealth, Brad. Give us some links, some Amazon links. You know what I'm saying? Link us up. Eric Gidley, we got a shocker press and dialing it in. So far, really impressed with this machine. Oh yeah, I got this far last week, man. So that's it. That was all of our shop news. We just cruised right through that thing. That was freaking easy, huh? That was real easy. Oh God, man. What else happened this week? For me, well, also besides that amazing article that was written for me, I love it. Really cool getting articles written about you. But we had this live gig come up. And you know, our shops are closed. My shop, I close our shops. Dude, words, huh? Words. The shop, we've been closing it down on Monday. I have been. But for some reason, I answered my phone on Monday from a client, and it was somebody who needed us to do some live screen printing. So we've been sorting this whole thing out, and we're good to go. Like we were able to finalize it in under a week. We're going to be finalizing the artwork tomorrow, and then we have this 2-day event. It's a big print job, or it's a big event, so we're really excited to have it, and I look forward to it. That's the biggest thing, man. I love getting these live gigs. That whole thing's growing. As a matter of fact, I'm on version 2.0 of the mobile press. I had to do a bunch of like revisions to it. There was a lot of things on this first version that I just didn't like. It's a little shaky. It's very finicky if you don't know how to set it up. Like, I couldn't train someone to set the current mobile press up. It's too finicky. There's too many moving parts. You have to have the magic touch to get it to work, which I do, but no one else really does. So I've got version 2.0 in the works right now, and here's the news. It's not news. I'm considering putting it into some people's hands. I'm not sure how I'm going to work it out exactly. But you know, I don't know. We'll see. But there's some potential for the future. Not going to be selling at retail, but there is going to be some options for this rig. If that's something that you might be interested in, you're going to need to hook me up. Mainly, I'm going to be looking for, you know, somebody on the East Coast, maybe the Midwest, maybe someone on the West Coast, whatever, to take it and, you know, to do some things with it. So yeah, let me know if that's something you might be interested in. So that's my news. What else is there? Yeah, as far as the YouTube channel, you know, I'm still taking a break. That's it. Not really sure why. I think the more I was thinking about it, as far as how the channel goes, although it is a marketing process and I use it to expand my brand and the Print Life brand and the Monument brand, it is also a pet project that doesn't really pay anything. So I have to make sure to not let myself burn the fuck out, right? And the way that I do that is just go with the flow. When I'm feeling it, when I'm in the mood to make videos, then I just make them, and I continue to make them until it starts to get boring and a little irritating, or I start to get frustrated with it. Then I take a break, and then when I start to get that itch to do it again, which I can already feel it, it's coming again. But when the itch gets real strong, then I make some more videos, and then I stop, and then that'll be my cycle until it's officially like a thing, and it's an official part of this whole business. It's just strictly for fun. So you guys just hang in there with me. Don't bail when there's no new videos, and just make sure that when the videos are getting posted that you're watching them and you're sharing them. Don't just watch them, we need you sharing them. I am going to be starting very soon, and that's the reason I got the pins, and I'm going to be doing it with the print projects. I've been gathering up a lot of print life graphics, and I'm hoarding them right now, but when I start again, I'm going to be doing a feature project of the week and all this stuff. Someone just texted me. Let me double check this, because oh, never mind. So I'm going to be doing all that, and I'm going to be appointing, like, I don't know what I'm going to call them yet, but I'm going to start, to those of you that really help push and market the print life and my brand and all this stuff, I'm going to be hooking you guys up with like some of the print projects, garments, and then the pen, and I have some other cool swag that I'm going to be putting together, this cool little bundle. And when you get inducted into the print fam, like official member, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to start assigning official memberships to the print life or to the print fam. And that's something I'm excited to start doing. Probably around the 1st of October, we'll start pushing that whole thing and just getting more involved, man. Start making this into a real collection of good people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm even thinking what I'll probably do is like a yearly meetup for everyone that gets inducted into the print fam. And we'll all get together in some city, or we'll fly everybody out and we'll have like a hang or something. I don't know. We'll do something. Gotta figure it out. Or we'll have a meetup at the ISS show for all the print fam members. Pen access only, right? Like we're gonna have a club membership thing where only those in the club get in. We're gonna do something. Figure it out. So I'm excited to just start pushing that kind of stuff, man. Anyway, shop news is over. So if you have questions, you know, start hitting me in the chat. Do at the print life, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm gonna run to the top of this thing, and I'm gonna check the chat. Also, I prefer it if you call your questions in, so call them in at the 800 number, extension 5. You should see it right there. Should be right there. Call that right now, man. Call your questions in. In the meantime, I'm going to the top of the chat, and we're going to answer some questions. So the first one is from Sean Dawis. How do you deal with doing a high-profile order that has a quicker turnaround than you would normally do and having problems more than normal? Welcome to the print life. Because what you're dealing with, it is, man. You, I think the struggle that you're having right there will send you on the quest. And, you know, we're all on it. I don't think any print shop ever stops pursuing the quest to minimize mistakes, to remove variables and all of these things. But when you set out on that quest, that is when these things start coming together a little bit easier, You remove a variable from your process and it makes that part a little bit faster, a little more efficient. But every shop is struggling with what you do, man. And you really notice your shortcomings when it comes to a rush job. That's when you go, oh, we have a problem with this. Oh, it takes us too long to set up a 3-color job. Oh, we have too many steps between our washout booth and our screen printing press. Or, oh, it takes too long to get from the ink station to the press, or whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? Usually the biggest problems, though, always come down to registration. And, you know, at our shop, we're not super fast on registration either, because our press is old as fuck. So the reality of a lot of this stuff, I think, especially with manual presses, is if you've had someone that owned it before you and they crank the knobs and things have been bent and whacked on and hammered on, they're a lot harder to get them into registration. So you may consider upgrading your equipment, getting your shit together. But dude, you're gonna struggle with this one. That led me down a road, man. But not really sure where I was going with it. I ended up going somewhere, but I kind of just started wandering down a path and I didn't know what the destination was going to be. Having problems more than normal. But yeah, you're going to have the problems. So just try to, you know, but this one you're just going to have to fumble through it, dude, and hope you produce a job that's good and that your clients are okay with it. But after this one's done, man, you're going to really want to assess your process and see if there's anything you can do to make the next one more efficient. You know what I'm saying? Good enough, right? Let's see if we have any questions on the Ring Central thing first. And then, you know, if anything, nothing. No one called in the questions. You know, that's cool, man. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Ryan, am I going to ISS next year? Yeah, man, I think I'm going to go, and I think we're going to have a Print Fam meetup. I'm going to start what I was talking about earlier, start getting some fam members in the crew, start having them do things. Of course, they got to go above and beyond to get into it, but those that do, we're going to have some kind of meetup at ISS, for sure. Also, I would like to actually have a booth at ISS this next year. I don't know if it's too late to reserve one. We'll have to see, but I'm shooting for it. But yeah, I'll be there, dude. Cam, sex tape will give you another second, 15 minutes of fame. It's true, you know, but I don't want to make people jealous. I'm a bit of an animal. Can't be releasing that kind of thing, man. I got to keep, you know, I got to stay humble. I'm not going to do it. But if I really get desperate for it, I may release. Print Life. Regarding the shop software, is it customizable for printers, print shops that can only print 4, 6, or 8 colors? Yes, you'll be able to define your maximum colors. You'll be able to define your minimum order and your maximum orders, all that kind of stuff. Yes, it's completely customizable for that. I mean, we only print 6 colors, so yeah, I knew when I was going to make it available to different shops that all of those kind of parameters would have to be customizable. And then that's another reason, guys, that I'm really doing this whole beta thing, this testing thing, is because I'm going to get the basic platform launched, get 50 or so of you on it and using it, and then during that beta testing phase, probably roughly 2 months, any features that are just like core features that absolutely are necessary, we'll be able to build them into it before it actually goes live. Because no matter what, I'm thinking of as many things as I can, but there's always going to be something that I overlooked, and I'm going to need your guys' input to add that thing to it. You know what I'm saying? So if there is like an obvious feature missing, you guys will get it going. You'll start using it, and you'll just know, and then you'll be able to let me know, and I'll do whatever it takes to get that kind of feature put in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely overlooking stuff for sure. I'm solving a lot of problems, but not all of them. Cam, Liberty Graphics. Cam, where at ISS at? Long Beach. I'm just gonna go to the Long Beach one. So shit. I'm probably about to, dude. This fucking, you know, I tried to set this podcast station up so it was comfy, but it's not comfy. I got wires everywhere. I'm like trapped in a bowl of spaghetti right now. This is the bowl, the chair is the bowl, and everything around me is just spaghetti, dude. If I like move my limbs too much in one direction, something's getting knocked over, bro. This is bullshit. I screwed the pooch on this. This is from XDJBX87. Have you looked into lean and 5S and stuff like that applied anything to your shop? No, lean? What is that? That was a really good one. Let me see what this 5S or lean. What is this? 5S guide for lean success. Hey man, I don't know. This is one of those goddamn get my guide. Nope. Yeah, I don't. Any of this kind of shit. I'm not gonna slam nothing, dude. No, I have not looked into it. I'm sure there's some really great news in there. You know what I mean? And I don't want to step on anyone's toes who's trying to make a living at like by selling information. But no, I haven't seen it. Ooh, I really want to go after it. I really want to. I have opinions about that kind of stuff sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm sure it's very good, but no, I haven't read it. Okay, enough. Let me know in the thing what you think about it, how it was and all that stuff, man. Anyway. Oh, this is a good one. Calvin, Calvin, how would you tell a horrible client you're not interested in printing for them anymore? Dude, the way that I've honestly done it, is I got lost track. So what happened right there is I was reading your question, and then I read the next question down, and my brain instantly went to that one. So I like lost questions of you. Okay, hang on, dude. I'm gonna come back to your question because there's all kinds of stuff going on here. We got someone, Madison, that left a thing on the thing. So let's go to the hotline. Let's play that bad boy, and then I'll answer your question, because I like the hotline questions better, because I like to break up the monotony of my voice by having others call in. Oh, a couple of you called in. Y'all are the shit. So let's get the first one going.
Hey, Cam. I was just wondering, have you always been such a badass? Just something I've been wondering lately.
You know, I think there was a period of time, I'd say freshman, sophomore year, when I was partially not a badass, but the remaining portions of my life, pretty much, yep. But thank you for noticing, man. That makes me feel good. Badass recognized badass. Thanks for the compliments, though, in all seriousness. Robert, you're the shit.
Hi, my name is John from Buena Park, California. I had a question regarding water-based inks. I know there's some water-based inks that are thicker and thinner. I just wanted to know what type of mesh you use for thicker or thinner, or does it also have to do with the type of print job?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for the question. Juan, I think it is. That's what the name says. You didn't say your name.
Hi, my name is John from Buena Park, California.
John. so thank you for the question, John. You know, I'm by no means a water-based printing expert. We're still trying to figure out the best process for it as well. But there are some things that I found already that definitely help. The first thing for us, and it's a night and day difference, it was switching from 110 regular old meshes to the 150 S mesh, or the thin thread screens. They make a world of difference regardless of what type of acrylic water-based ink you're using. So if you're trying to print a white water-based print, whether you're using acrylic or discharge, we find that the 150S meshes just make life a hell of a lot easier, man. They don't clog as easily. They're not as prone to clogging. The ink flows smoother, longer. And then also the fibers in those meshes are so smooth. They're not porous. They just don't dry out the ink as fast. So that's one of the things, man, is just with that. We tend to do anything white, anything underbase oriented on a 150 or a 200S mesh, depending on the detail level. And then we haven't been doing a lot of high mesh water-based printing. We're doing like a combo of water-based and low-cure plastisol right now, and I'm loving the final result, man. I mean, I'm actually giddy about it. But we are going to transition to it more and more. I just don't have a lot of answers when it comes to high mesh, but I would say 150s and 200s for all of your whites, and maybe like 280s, 250s, 230s, whatever you have for your overprint colors with water-based. As far as discharge, I'm just phasing discharge out because of the formaldehyde. I think I've said this a bunch of times, but it's highly carcinogenic. The more I look into it, the more I'm just like, nah, fuck that, dude. You know, I want to be healthy, man. I want to live till I'm 80, cancer-free since 93. Thanks for the question. I don't know. I don't feel like I really answered it, but check out the S-Mesh screens, and I think that you'll have a much easier time with all of it. I am still, as soon as I get back on this YouTube game, I have about 8 really good water-based screen printing tips that I'm going to put into a video, and I'm just going to put it all into one, and hopefully that helps some people that are just starting to dive into it. I got input from the guys at Permaset Aqua. I got input from a couple of different water-based manufacturers, and I feel like I've compiled a really good how-to list, or tips and tricks list. So it'll be coming soon. So yeah, dude, thanks for the question. Anyway, back to the chat. Ever get? Oh yeah, so this was Calvin's thing. So how would you tell a horrible client that you're not interested in printing for them anymore? We've had a couple of them. I had one or two, and I just really so the first one that I had that really stands out to me, overall they were a really good client. They weren't necessarily horrible, but it was a partnership, and one of them I really liked, but the other one I just, he or she, there was some statements said that really placed unnecessary blame on me in a very convoluted print order. And I'm sure you guys have all had them. A lot of the times you take them in the early days, there's 20 different styles of garments, different colors, ink change outs, and you're just saying yes to everything when you shouldn't be, but because you said yes to so much, lines got crossed. And lines inevitably got crossed. But instead of being a gracious client, they more or less verbally attacked me. And if they're difficult, if they make your life hard, or if it's just something you can't do, I mean, for me, I can't remember what I said verbatim, but I definitely had to have the conversation with them and just tell them that because of the way this job went down, I can no longer work with you guys. And it was really as simple as that. I am more, and as I move more and more forward through this, like, customer service is important, and I don't want negative reviews, but at the same time, no one deserves to be mistreated. If you have a client that's mistreating you, or if they just have unreasonable requests, to me, it's worth being straightforward and just telling them that you cannot work with them and risking a negative review, as opposed to suffering through it. So just let's try to give you a short answer. Be respectful, do not be confrontational, but let them sternly inform them that this is the last job you can do for them and that you can no longer continue to do business with them. It's simple, man. You can fire clients just as easy as clients fire you. If something ain't working out, just move on. But you got to be blunt with them. The other option is, I have found this to be exceptionally true. I recently had another fairly large price hike. I mean, I hiked up my prices across the board, almost too high in a lot of cases, but it does get rid of the bullshit. Like, when you're a little bit higher priced, it gets rid of those bottom feeder shoppers. And in my experience, and this, again, man, this is just my experience, those price shoppers are the most difficult clients to deal with. I would rather do 10 really good, well-paying jobs a month than 20 decent paying but highly irritating jobs a month. You know what I'm saying? It just makes more sense. Work less, get paid more, and you'll be happy, and you'll get rid of those clients. Wow, I went into that, man. You know what? Sometimes I just go down a path, and I just don't know how it's going to end up. God damn it. I feel like just in that question, I didn't tie a bow on it. Barely even answered it. Hopefully you got something out of it. So this is from Chris Gill. Cam, aren't you working on building your own manual print station? Well, no, not really. I mean, I've already made my own manual mobile screen printing press, but I never had any intention to sell it. And that side of the business is finally starting to catch on. It's been like 2.5 years in the making just to get a couple of clients that are actually good. So I'm not in any rush to sell it. But I probably maybe might start selling it if the industry gets fucking saturated by local screen printers. So we'll see. At the moment, though, no. Can you show your ring in the camera? It looks cool. Rings. We got the Knights Templar ring. This is like an Iron Cross ring, and this is a skull ring. This one's just stainless steel. The rest of them are sterling. Thanks for noticing my awesome rings, man. These are new. I used to wear rings all the time, and I was like, yo, I need rings again. So I started acquiring rings that I thought were awesome. Thus, most of these. Here we go. Right, did I ever get that figurine from the last couple of vlogs? No, dude. So it was, when I posted it on the things, it wasn't available yet. It was for pre-order. They were going to have an opening time. It was open for sale on September 1st. And I missed it. By the time I got there, the early part of the afternoon, they were completely sold out. That particular company, man, it's almost like trying to get a hold of some Supreme swag. You're just not going to get it. You have to be like Johnny on the spot. I wish I'd gotten it, though. Okay. Oh, sorry, Steven. Okay. Lean 5S are Six Sigma principles. They aren't something you pay for. It's just practices for being more efficient. Okay, so see, I Googled it when you brought it up earlier, and it was one of those, you know, those capture forms that are like offering, enter your info and we'll send you a packet. So if it's just a principle, no, I'll look into the Six Sigma principles. Actually, maybe I'll look into that over the course of this week, and I'll report back to it in next week's live show. It's a good idea. Okay, I'll look into it, and I'll let you know what I think. Cool, yeah, dude, I'll check it out. No one is selling info. It's a process to, okay, so some more people chiming in on it. Cool. Yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, I'll definitely look into it, and I'm going to report back on it. From Dalton Lorenz, when are you going to get an automatic? Very soon. Very, very soon. I've almost buttoned it up. As a matter of fact, you know, I've always had my eyes open for different locations. Some of them fall through. Sometimes the shit just doesn't work out, but I still have some irons in the fire for some different, slightly bigger. Well, one of the spaces isn't necessarily, it's a little bit bigger than this space, but it has a better orientation, and it's got like some frontage, like street access and stuff. I'm looking at my options, but as far as the automatic, I more or less have it purchased. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have it, or I have the deal worked out on how I'm going to get one. It's just a matter of getting my situation lined out to bring it in, because we can't do it here. The space is just too limited. It won't fit. Busted out the tape measure and measured. It's not going to fit. The only option for using this space, let's just talk about that a little bit more, would be to tear all these offices down. So if I tore this office, if I tore the storage room down, then we could fit everything in here. But another concern that I have with this space is that it floods when it rains, and it happens about twice a year. And also, to be 100% honest with you, I need a change of scenery. So the automatic is just on hold until I find the right location. Once I get the right location, automatic will be on its way. I've already got the deal worked out with the manufacturer of choice, and I'm very excited. It's coming soon. I'll report to you. I'll give you guys more info on that as things progress in the coming year. So you gotta stick with me. Gotta hang with me, man. One more thing. This channel is 100% just getting started. Like, these last couple of years have been me cutting my teeth on how this is all going to work. But I got I mean, the plans aren't like huge, but just in terms of the entertainment value and the kind of education I'm going to be putting forward. Remember when I told you all I really wanted this channel to document the progress of like real growth, of going from like where I am to where I was? Well, things got put on hold, you know, and then I kind of switched my focuses to the software. But the reason I really switched my focus to the software is because I'm not comfortable bringing in any more equipment or any more clients until my shop management process is like locked down. So ultimately, I've had the entire growth of the shop on hold until I had the system in place that I was 100% confident with. And when I decided to start making it available to other shops, I stopped developing the current system that I'm using. So everything's just kinda in limbo. But once all that stuff is out of limbo, the system is up and running, and I can start expanding the shop again, I'm going to be going full speed ahead, documenting every step of the way. And this like I said, where was I going with that? This channel's just getting started. You know, that's the short answer. So I'm excited, man. I'm actually really excited. That's another reason why I just kind of keep taking breaks right now. Because, you know, if at some point here in the next couple of years, this thing's going to just go ape shit. I feel like I did. Don't forget about the... what up, Cam? What up, everyone? What up, Doug? How are you, man? Lost Boy. Don't forget about the question about firing a customer. Just inflate their prices till they don't call anymore. That's right. That's kind of what I said. You can do it that way. You either raise your prices and you get rid of all the shitty ones, or... you dude, my brain is mush today. Or am I out of focus? I feel like I'm really out of focus. Ooh, pretty. There we go. I should just do a whole vlog. I should do a whole vlog like this. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Cam. Welcome back to the print life. You can see all the fucking plaque on my teeth and shit. How about that, huh? That'd be good. Anyway, yeah, customers. Where are we going here? Dalton Lorenz, I'd like to watch your transition from manual shop to an auto. Also, I enjoy the print life. I'm a full-time printer. What's up? Me too, man. Originally, when I started it, I was planning to document that whole process. So, once it comes to fruition, I'm going to be very excited about it. And I think, well, really the only thing I've been struggling with was because the Monument brand, I've been like hardcore just trying to sell it on the fact that we're a manual, like artisan kind of printer, you know, really trying to bring in the craft side of it. And I'm not sure how the automatic would apply to that. I think for an automatic, we would just use it for some of those clients, but overall we're going to remain a very manual centric shop. Unless what I am really looking forward to is getting my hands on this press and seeing how those micros work, you know, because they fundamentally are different than how they work on a manual press, and they're just much more accurate. And if it is that much easier to set up with an auto, you know, just with the way that things work, then at that point, man, like if setups are that much easier, then we might just go full auto. But we'll see. I'm excited to test it all out. Excited to grow, bro. But I don't want to grow too crazy. I want to keep this print shop nice and small and humble, but just a really good premier artisan screen print shop. That's the goal. You know what I mean? The guy that talks shit on you. Nice goddamn screen name. Fire. I need some help. A mentor. I know you're busy, but you have an email address. If you have any questions along the way, I could email you. Much easier than scrolling through thousands of videos. You know, dude, a lot of people ask that. I don't have the time or the resources or the brain power to help people individually. That's the whole point of the channel. And besides, I'm not really an expert in any of this stuff. Most of the questions that I answer, you could get the same questions answered from any number of other resources. My stuff's just as much for entertainment value as it is for any kind of information. And again, dude, I just can't be given individual attention like that. I would love to, but I can't. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? JP, what's up, JP? This is from Tim. Right, I see your stickers a lot lately. You know what? I've been seeing them a lot too. He definitely sent them out to all of the other screen print YouTubers. So good job, dude. Let me see what happened here, dude. The whole thing just like jumped. Here we go. Mark Guerrero, what is a good alternative for screen tape if you run out? Anything. I used to, when I first started, I would use goddamn painter's tape, dude. The paper stuff. You can use boxing tape. You can use what the hell ever. Whatever's there. I've used it all. Hey yo, haha. I have $700 saved for a press. I'm leaning towards a Ryonet tabletop press. Do you have any recommendations from a price range? Yeah, I mean, that's a good one. Raynar has some really good stuff. I think Raynar has the best press for the price. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they give you the most for your money. I would check out the Raynar stuff. Vastex has some good things. You know, just... If you're at 700, I would probably jump myself up to about 1500 and see what you can get for that. And definitely call Catspit and talk to him about your budget. He just has access to Raynar, and I just don't think you can go wrong with them, in my personal opinion. I said not to get it. LOL, I win. What? Let's see here. Ryan, yeah, you got me looking at that stuff. Great looking figures. Dude, it's addicting, bro. Don't get into that, to the vinyl game, man. And it's funny as you're into it and you get more and more of them, like the amount you're willing to spend increases because you just want like the more limited stuff, right? Like you get kind of like some of the mass-produced shit, and then you're like, you start to get thirsty for something no one else has. Yeah. Andrew Farias, what kind of auto? Well, you know, it is, to be 100% honest with you, I've got it down to 2 manufacturers. And I'm in talks with both of them, but I am leaning towards one in particular, and we will see when the time comes and when it's actually on its way here. I'll put you guys on game. What up? Okay. Just coat screens. There ain't no screens. Yeah, you're good. All right, man. We'll see you mañana, same time. What else we got? Oh, good Lord, oh, good Lord, oh, good Lord. Best white ink for printing on black shirts. Whatever you got. Whatever you got. It's all good, dude. We have been favoring the Green Galaxy Comet White, though. We've been favoring it. We're trying to figure out exactly how to use it to its fullest potential because, in my opinion, when you do it right, it has the best look and feel of any goddamn ink I've ever used before, but it's hard to work with. Not hard to work with, you just have to adjust your systems. How do you get rid of fibers coming through the ink on a t-shirt with a plastisol? You can do it, dude. I see all kinds of different stuff. There's so many different methods to all that kind of shit. You can do the defibrillation thing. You can pre-heat press the garment before you load it. You can heat press it while it's on there. There's so many different methods. You can do a roller before the print, after the flash. A million different ways to get rid of it. There's also some things that some people say, but this is where you start getting into like high elite level shit, which like certain meshes work with certain inks and you have to test all this stuff. There's a million different ways to skin that cat. What I found is the easiest way is to do your first print and then do a smoothing stroke directly after. I have a whole video on it. Check that out. Maybe that'll help you out. Can't wait for software. Me either, dude. As far as the software, I can't wait. It's coming along very nicely. It's I would say a solid 70% of the way. There's a bunch of functionality. The majority of the pages on the WordPress plugin and then on the cloud side of things are done. We're just getting everything linked together and working bugs out. It's surprisingly difficult. We still don't have the QuickBooks integration done yet. What else? There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of little things, man. There's going to be a lot of stuff. Even when it goes into to beta around the end of October or whatever, even during that 2 months through 2018, there's going to be a lot of like jankiness and glitchiness that I'm going to need your guys' help to work out. But after that, dude, God, we're going to be killing it, man. And just so you guys know, this is just the beginning. This core is like, this core software is what I would call the foundation for something that's going to help my shop grow, and it's going to help you guys grow, dude. I promise you, there are things in play like nothing else that you've ever seen before. It's going to be big. It's going to be helpful. It's going to help everybody, including me. Anyway, I could talk about it for hours, guys. Don't get me started on that shit. Do not even bring it up unless you're ready for me to talk about it for hours and hours and hours. I try to keep myself under control with it. Liberty Graphics, what's up, man? Thank you for all your time and work, but it's about time to get sponsored by some, if not all, the free advertisement you do for all these companies, don't you think? You know, my man, I've been working on it, and yeah, it's about that time. It's about that time. Slowly but surely, you may notice that I'm more. Unless it's a product that I just like, for instance, Green Galaxy Comet White. I have no affiliation with Ryonet. I would never endorse them, really, unless they threw me large checks. But if I run into a product that I just really, really like, I'm going to endorse it regardless of the check. For instance, the Green Galaxy Comet. It's like, I love this shit, so I have to endorse that. But anything else, like a plastisol, I don't really have a preference from one brand to the next. So I very rarely endorse any of the plastisol inks. And CCI stuff, we've got some cool deals worked out with CCI now. So they're, you know, they've thrown me some love. So I endorse them. But yeah, man, the endorsements, they'll keep coming, but I don't really want to get too tied into it. I just don't think it's worth worrying about too much. I would rather not endorse anything. Would you recommend buying a used aluminum screens? I can get 10 used 110 mesh screens with stencil left on for a cheaper price than brand new ones. Yeah, you can, but then you're going to have to remesh them. If the stencil is still left on there for too long, it'll probably be damn near impossible to reclaim. Just buy them new, man. Look, when it comes to screens, you have to remesh them all the time anyway. They don't last forever. So if you're buying used, just buy them new. Just buy them new. Just buy them new. Don't do it. See, all of those things, I see more and more people do it all the time. They're like, how can I do this for free or cheap? There are certain things you can get away with kind of cutting corners on, like your exposure unit with the LED thing. You know, you can flash your garment, or you can cure your garment with a flash dryer for a little while when you're first starting out. But when it comes to your screens, man, like, that's the front line. You know, it's also your special operations unit. The screen is everything. And if you've got some weak old fucking low tension mesh from some old used ass screens, you're just going to have problems that you wouldn't have to deal with if you bought them new. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion on that. But wait, who am I, man? How do you stop pinholes? Every time we wash out screens at my shop, we seem to have a lot of pinholes to cover up. Could it be because we only use 2 coats of emulsion? Hang on, dude, I gotta adjust my hat. Oh, I'm gonna take it off. Oh, God. There we go. So, wait, what was the question? My head was itching so bad. Okay, pinholes. I've said this a bunch of times now, and, you know, pinholing's a real bitch. Make sure your glass on your exposure unit is clean as a whistle. But really the trick with pinholes, in my personal opinion, is it's a two-part. The first is at the degreasing station. You got to degrease it. You got to make sure those things are pristinely degreased. I'm going to do a whole video series on all this kind of shit, man, because it's just, there's such recurring questions. I'm going to do a whole series of them, but you want to make sure they're properly degreased. You want to let them dry, but you don't want to have fans blowing on them, especially if you're letting them dry in a dusty ass closet or something like that. As soon as they're dry, you want to coat them. I think where most pinholes come from is when that dust collects on the mesh, and keep in mind that mesh has like it holds static, and static draws dust to it. You can't even let them sit overnight. If you've degreased your screens, I usually degrease in the morning and we coat in the evenings before it's time to go. And we get very few pinholes. I will say this, for a long time we were using Photo Cure Blue emulsion, and there was a time when I thought it was the best stuff in the world. Marukami but we've since switched to the VPR stuff, and dude, we like do not get pinholes. We don't get them unless there's like junk on the you know, on the glass at the exposure table or something. So try VPR out too. That might help you a lot. That's it. That's all I got. Pardon my ignorance. This is from Carol Onick. I'm new to screen printing. If I buy a 20 by 24 screen, how big does the plat need to be? Same size or 16 by 16 will work? 16 by 16 will work just fine. Tommy, I'm on board with software when it comes out. Good. It should be around at the end of October. Could end up going later than that, but we're really trying, dude. I'm like on them. I'm damn cracking the whip. It's just that I'm cracking the whip from another country, so like what can I really do? What do you think about printing out a 14 by 40 climate controlled storage unit? That would be sick, actually. If you had the room, I would do it. Later, Sam. All the way from Australia, dude. Thanks, brother. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon. It's just a Q&A. This thing went way longer than I was planning. Way longer. Okay, Jeff is bringing up something. I think this is towards you. Maybe not, though. No, it's not. Never mind. Nevertheless, screen printing has the best washout booths. I feel like that's probably a joke. And everyone's got to go, guys. And you know what? I got to go, too, because it's getting late. Yeah, that's it. That's it, dude. That was like a lot of dead air right there. And like we've just been hanging. I feel like today was just nothing more than a kick it. You know what I mean? It was actually kind of fun just reading more of the chats. A lot of the times in these shows I can't, like, I feel like I have to put on such a like a variety show and stuff, so I don't get to spend time reading the chat. So sometimes it's just fun to not really worry about any kind of agenda and then just crank through the chat. It was fun. A lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging, man. Anything else you need from me, let me know in the chat. Other than that, let's do some social media shout outs in case this is your first time here. Follow me at Cam Earven, that's at CAMEARVEN on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me there. Join the Print Life Facebook group to submit your shop news so that you can get featured on the next live show. And of course, I mean, it goes without saying, if you're on YouTube, or if you ever go to YouTube, even if you just go to YouTube once in a goddamn while, make sure you're subscribed to the Print Life and that you've dinged the living shit out of that bell so that you get notifications. If the bell ain't on, you won't always get notified. Even if the bell is on, you may not always get notified. So make sure that you've hit the bell. Okay? And what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? That's it, man. I just got so tired. Yeah, I think that's it. So we'll see you guys next week. Yeah. Dude, I don't even know how to end it right now. I have no graceful way to exit. Trapped in a bowl of spaghetti. That's what's happening. Trapped in a fucking bowl of spaghetti. Can't... Gotta sit Indian style just to be comfortable in this place, man. Even Gigi's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm just surrounded by wires. Looks clean, right? Looks good. Looks good. If I even touch this camera, it'll probably blank out. It's a mess. Just take my word for it. Anyway, guys, see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves, Print Fam. That's it. Just a peace out. Yeah, that's it. Later. Seriously, later. What are you guys still doing here? The thing's over. I'm done talking. I'm gonna stop streaming now. So like, come on. Let's move on. Let's catch up next week, huh? Let's see you later. Hey, motherfuckers. What are you doing here? Don't you got nothing better to do? Go print some shirts. How about that? Go print some shirts. Stop looking at me and get to print. Peace.